I'm Dr. Anjali Huda Sangwan, an American board certified obesity, metabolic medicine, and clinical nutrition consultant.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Dr. Anjali Huda. I'm back today with a wonderful and most interesting topic that I find is dietary myths. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. But I cannot squeeze it in 15-20 minutes. But I will try and say everything I can because I've actually made notes about it. And I'm going to talk about this because a lot of people, a lot of patients, a lot of friends, family, I keep meeting them and all they talk about is this is what to be eaten, this is how it should be eaten, this is what to be done, this is not to be done, and it's all confused knowledge from internet or from somewhere else. So it becomes very confusing for patients or people to understand what's right and wrong. So let me first start by telling you that there is nothing called a healthy diet plan. Something may be healthy for one, may not be healthy for the other person. So you know that when something like this creeps up in your mind, okay, she's on a healthy diet, but it may completely be not healthy for you. It really depends on a person to person. It depends on your body type. It depends what illnesses you have. It really depends on how much weight you are. Are you a male or a female? It also depends on your descendants, like if you're an Asian or a Caucasian, or you're someone from China or Korea. So it really depends what's good for you. So the few things that I come across very commonly amongst my patients, I want to just discuss that first. So a lot of people have a confusion about fat makes you fat. In fact, fat doesn't make you fat. It's the fat and carb combos. Usually fat and carb combos are going to make you fat. So if you're if you're eating a paratha, if you're eating bread and butter, those are carb fat combos. They're going to make you fat. But fat itself does not make you fat if it's consumed as good fat or in a good quantity, a moderate quantity. So if you overdo a fat, even that's going to be very bad for you. So fat doesn't make you fat. It's fat with another macronutrient that can affect your health in a different way. So for example, people are on keto diet, high protein diet, and they're having fat with it. So they're not actually gaining weight, they're actually losing weight, but because there's a logic to it. So if you want to go on a diet like that and you look up the internet and you start thinking, I want to go on a diet like that, don't do that. You must contact a physician or a nutritionist or someone who can help you, guide you through the process. Second myth that I always come across is proteins damage the kidneys. Well, if you're a person with normal health, proteins are beneficial for you. They are actually the building blocks. They are the immunity, your hair, your skin, your muscle. This is all protein. So when you think about protein making your kidneys damaged and this that, don't think like that, because if you're a person with a normal kidney function and you're going on a protein diet or a decent protein diet, usually nobody goes on a very high protein diet. Nobody goes on a very high protein diet. It's very hard to achieve it. You cannot eat 200 grams of protein a day. It's very, very difficult. So if your doctor or your nutritionist put you on a protein diet, it's not going to affect your kidneys. It's going to be good for you if it's done in the proper way. So protein doesn't damage the kidney. Stop thinking like that. Protein is actually good for you. It depends on what protein. Now somebody who has a uric acid which is through the roof and they're going to eat animal protein, it's going to be bad. So you don't go and start just eating proteins without going through a blood work. You need to have a blood work before you start any diet or any misconception that you have in your mind. You must consult a specialist and understand what is good for you and what is not good for you. But a lot of people I have in my clinic also, they go, oh, you're putting me on a high protein diet. Well, that's a need of the hour. If I'm putting you on a high protein diet, it means that you require it. And high protein, actually I never put anyone on a high protein diet. I actually put them on a regular protein diet, which means most of the people are eating a lot of carbohydrates, so not eating enough protein anyway. So if I put them on a protein shake or ask them to eat eggs or cheese or something, they start thinking it's high protein. But you know, majority of patients, majority of people are eating very high carbohydrate food, especially in India, because we are more vegetarian, and vegetarians are not eating enough vegetables. They're eating more carbs in form of roti, rice, or bread. So we must not give proteins a bad rap. Okay. Now another one is a salt-free dinner. I hear a lot from my patients, can I go on a salt-free dinner? Don't, there's no need to go on a salt-free dinner. Salt is like, it's like, you need that. You need salt. If you go on a salt-free dinner, what happens next day morning? You lose weight skills, like, okay, 500 grams less, but then what is it? It's water weight. It's always just water weight. It's never the weight loss, fat loss cannot happen in one day. So please remember, if you're weighing yourself in the morning, the next day of a low salt diet or a no salt. I mean, low salt is still okay for hypertensive, but no salt, people, no, not at all. I totally do not recommend this. In fact, salt is the single most, is the only iodine fortified nutrient in our country. So don't do the salt-free things. Skipping breakfast. Lots of people skip breakfast. I don't know where this comes from, but skipping breakfast and going on a intermittent fasting are two different things. If you skip breakfast, your body is going to feel a starvation and you're going to eat more in the next meal. So when I tell people you can go on an intermittent fasting, that doesn't mean you're skipping breakfast. You're eating in a small window period, but that's completely different. A lot of people skip breakfast because they eat very late in the night, they're not hungry in the morning, and they start getting hungry by 12, 1 o'clock, and they start eating lots and lots and by dinner they're so hungry that they're going to eat a lot, and in the morning you're not going to feel hungry. So it's like a vicious circle. You have to break this. You cannot be not hungry in the morning and eat a lot at the dinner. Dinner should always be less quantity than the breakfast. Going on over exercising. A lot of people over exercise a lot. I have seen people doing so much exercise and they think that's the way to lose weight. No, it's diet and exercise. So over exercising and then eating whatever you want, it's just you're losing the battle right there. You don't have to lose the battle. You have to have a balance between food and exercise. A lot of people say, I run a marathon every morning, I can eat a fried chicken or I can eat chola bhatura or whatever. Don't do those kind of things, because those kind of things are going to damage your body. So God forbid one day you can't exercise. What are you going to depend on if you have bad eating habits? So you have to have good eating habits, and then exercise is an adjunct to weight loss or a good health. So they have to be in balance. Next, I want to come to sugar-free drinks. Sugar-free substitutes, sugar-free drinks, they are the worst thing. They're toxic, they're cancerous, they give bacterial overgrowth in your intestine. They're actually not good for anyone. So if you're doing something, if you're drinking lots of sugar-free drinks, stop them right now. You might as well dilute a sugary drink and have it rather than drinking sugar-free. So please do not have sugar-free. Sugar-free will only, a lot of people go order a pizza and say, give me a Diet Coke. What is that? No, don't do that. You want to have something, you want to drink something, there's so many better drinks, there's so many better options, you know. Don't go for diet sodas. Don't add sugar-free substitutes to your tea, coffee. Enjoy the flavors of the tea and coffee. The next one I want to talk about is the kids getting so much of these additives in the milk. I mean, the advertisement says they're going to grow in height, they're going to, God knows what can happen to kids if they drink all that. But I think, I don't think, it's just evidence that those are just sugar. It's sugar. It's do not give your kids sugar. Milk already has sugar. The kids, if they are drinking milk, which I'm totally against, but if they're drinking milk, they can have plain milk, and it's a taste. It's an evolution. If you're going to keep giving sugar, the kid is never going to get off sugar. You have to start small, decrease the sugar, stop adding additives to milk, and then give it to your kid. And then you, very soon, within like a month or so, you'll see the kid will not want additives in their milk.